The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Hello everyone, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time you are listening to this podcast. It's been a while nung last na nakapag-podcast tayo and I am very happy today as of this moment that I am here doing a podcast episode for you again. No, so it's been a while, napakahabang panahon. It's been 7 or 6 months in the making nung I have uploaded my last episode. And today, masayang-masaya ako kasi I am able to do it again. No? Patulog na ako and uh, while scrolling sa FYP ko, nakita ko kasi before I sleep, kung hindi pa ako makatulog, hindi po ako inaantok, I usually scroll sa Facebook and sa TikTok. And meron isang Spotify channel. I don't know kung anong tawag dito yun sa Spotify. Merong Spotify or podcaster na pina-follow ko na siya ng matagal na, for a long time ago. And then, I love to listen to her podcast every time na I am in my tawag ito, I am in my lowest point of my life. Lowest point. Ayan. I love to listen to her podcast and to her episodes. No? So, uh, this podcast episode, itong gagawin natin, ay ibibigay ko yung credit sa kanila. Dalawa kasi sila, nag-collab sila. Kay Bear It All Podcast by Miss Danny Barreto and sa Will Talks Podcast. Ayun. So, I was scrolling in my if FYP and then I saw her recent recent episode. No, I have listed here. So sabi dito, I have listed here the mga key points ko during their podcast and I am very enlightened and I am very aware. So, do you know about that trend sa TikTok that sabi doon sa trend na yun, okay lang kung ayaw nyo sa akin, at least favorite naman ako ng partner ko. Every time na nababasa ko yung trend na yun, I was hurt, nasasaktan ako. What if yung, ah, ito na, papasok ko si Kevin dito, si Kuya Will Talks. What if yung paborito kong tao, hindi naman, what if yung tinuturing ko o yung akala kong paborito akong tao, hindi naman pala ako talaga paborito? What if yung tao na vina-value ko ng sobra, hindi pala gano'n yung turing sa'kin, hindi ako pinapahalagaan. I have listed several words from that podcast episode ni Ma'am Danny Barreto, and I was enlightened by those words. Number one, sabi dun, what if yung partner mo hindi ka naman talaga favorite? You know, hindi hin mahal ka lang kasi kailangan ka, hindi yung kailangan ka kasi mahal ka. We have what we call the breadcrumbing. Yung breadcrumbing, according to Miss Danny or Ma'am Danny, ito yung ah, experience or pinaparamdam sa'yo ng partner mo or someone that you are very special to them, but not in a permanent manner. Just like you are there just to fill the gaps na nandoon na meron sila when wala silang makausap, kapag walang ibang para sa kanila. You are there to fill the gaps they are filling, but they do not see you na makakasama nila or companion nila for a long term, no? Sabi nila do'n, what if yung kausap mo ngayon, what if yung partner mo ngayon, Yung partner mo na alam mo at nagsusugal ka naman talaga para sa kanya, ay ginagawa ka lang, panakip-butas doon sa mga, dull moments ng kanyang buhay. Usually, when entering a relationship, hindi dapat nagiging breadcrumbing yung cycle, eh. Hindi natin ginagawang although the term rebound ay nagagamit lang yon kapag where kapag ano yung, hindi maka-move on yung isang tao sa kanyang partner, so hahanap siya ng ibang ibang tao just to fill the gaps. Nangyayari din madalas yung rebound during in a relationship na yung partner mo lang yung nagiging savior mo kapag wala ka, you are very down, kapag malungkot ka. And kapag okay naman na yung lahat sa'yo, okay na yung emotional health mo, physical health, yung mental health mo, nakakalimutan mo yung partners. Usually dapat hindi gano'n yung maging cycle natin sa partner natin na breadcrumbing. We have also if you have watched the movie, yung Limerence, alam mo yung Limerence na yun na hindi naman talaga yung yung buong akala mo, yung partner mo is looking forward in the future na makasama ka. But actually hindi siya love. Hindi rin naman siya infatuation. It's limerence. The extreme feeling of infatuated. Much much gano'n na paano paano kaya yung pakiramdam na maging ka-relationship ko 'to, or how does it feel to be in a relationship, parang gano'n. Merong mga tao na they beg too much for love in a particular person, or they beg too much love in their partner kahit na magmukha na silang tanga. So, may mga tao na nagmamakaawa para lang hindi mag-end relationship nila. Not just because they love the person, not just because ayaw nilang mag-isa, but because of familiarity. 'To mga words na nababanggit ko, that is according to Bear It All podcast, 'no. What if hindi mo ma-identify sa sarili mo kung bakit ayaw mo siyang pakawalan even when it hurts you so much, 'di ba? Is that because mahal mo, or is that because ayaw mong mag-isa, or just because familiar you are you familiarized with that situation of being with her or with him? No, yung bang nasanay ka ng kasama mo siya in all your routines, nasanay ka na, magising ng umaga, mag-go-good morning, bago matulog, 'di ba? Bago matulog maggo-good night. Kapag may mga achievement ka sa buhay, yung mga milestone, you have that one person to share with. What if yun yung reason mo, 'di ba? Na hindi mo naman na talaga mahal, sasakal ka na, nahihirapan ka na, but, familiar familiar ka na dun sa relationship. Ayaw mo nang mawala siya because kasama na siya sa cycle and routine ng buhay mo. We have also, 'di ba, kapag naiisip mo yung mga magagandang memories na yun, that, yung partner mo nandiyan when you are feeling down, when you are feeling lonely, and yung partner mo kasama mo when every time you have achieved someone, 'di ba? We tend to reminisce. Reminisce ay magkaiba sa relapse. That is according to Bear It All podcast. And really, uh, that enlightens me na pwede kang mag-reminisce without relapsing. When we say reminisce, you remember. Yun, sabi ni Ma'am Dani. When you reminisce, dapat, ah, it's normal to reminisce. Maalala mo yung happy moments. Maalala mo yung mga moment that you cried with each other. You celebrate milestone with each other. Naalala mo yung mga moments na nagtatawanan kayo, and even you share the same handkerchief when you are crying. Naalala mo yung mga time na parehas kayong sumisigaw when watching movies. 'Ba? Napapangiti ka kapag naalala mo kung paano ka niya surprise, paano ka niya bigyan ng flowers, that's normal. But kapag naaalala mo yung mga bagay na yun at gusto mong balikan, that's a relapse, 'no? Reminiscing is remembering, but relapsing is going back in that situation. You know, yun yung mahirap sa'tin, eh. Sabi sabi dun sa napakinggan yung podcast nila Ma'am Dani, sabi niya, yung mga taong nagre-relapse ay yung mga taong hindi pa nakaka-move on from the relationship, and that is exactly true, 'no? Ah, iba kasi yung kapag nagkita kayo, iba yung pakiramdam na you just pass by with each other, nagkasalubong. Iba yung pakiramdam na makita mo siya, batiin mo ng hello, good morning, and iba din naman yung pakiramdam na, what if balikan ko siya? Why? Because naisip mo, naalala mo na naging magkarelasyon kayo, magka-partner kayo before, and na-realize mo na masaya nung kasama mo siya, even nasasaktan ka na, kahit nasasaktan ka na, 'di ba? Then, sabi dun, ah, iba yung reminisce sa relapse. Yung relapse ay yung reminisce, naalala mo, 'no? While yung relapse, you wanna feel the, situation again. You wanna experience that feeling again na, what if bumalik ako sa kanya? What if balikan ko siya? Ano kayang magiging, kalalabasan? Will it work out again? Maayos ba namin yung pinagsamahan namin? That's relapse. Minsan kasi tinitignan natin yung mga partner natin as a white knights. 'Yan. So, mga word na 'to, again, galing 'to sa podcast ni Ma'am Dani, yung Bear It All podcast. Sabi dun, yung white knight na 'to, 'tong tao na 'to, sometimes in your life, or sometime in your life, at some point of your life, nakita mo yung tao na 'to as your savior. Niligtas ka sa loneliness, sa depression. He or she saved you from the feeling of being loneliness. And at some point in your life, makikita mo na yung taong yun ay your savior, and you will see those people around you na hindi maganda para sa'yo, or else ipapamukha nung mga tao na yun, na yung lalaki o babaeng yun, yung partner mo, na yung mga tao sa paligid mo ay hindi maganda para sa'yo, 'no? May mga relationship na nabubulag, na wala ng pakialam, magalit ang magulang, magalit ang mga friends, magalit ang churchmate, magalit ang mga classmate, wala ng pakialam, basta basta they are happy with their partner, they just go with it, 'no? And minsan maiisip natin na, mapapaisip ka, ito bang taong tinuturing mong savior, magiging consistent kaya siya as a savior? Alam mo yun, na madalas ko naisip 'yan. I tried, I thought, 'di ba, naiisip ko, alam mo yun, ang hirap ng ganitong pag-iisip. Talagang mahirap yung ganitong pag-iisip na you're having a good moments with your partner, and then maiisip mo, balang araw iiwan mo rin naman ako. So, yung essence nung happy moments niyo, yung momentum na masaya kayo, will just change in a snap because of that thought, 'di ba? May mga relationship naman na hindi nagwo-work because of the inability of uh, inability of your partner or of your inability to listen to him or her. May mga relationship na hindi nagwo-work kasi hindi kayo marunong makinig sa inyong mga partner. The this really captures me a lot. Hindi yung ano, hindi yung kapag nagkukuwento ka hindi no, it's not the thought na gusto kong iparating or gusto nilang iparating nila Ma'am Dani. That is what you're not listening to what your partner is hurting. Paano ko ba siya ano in English? Hindi hindi yun yung hindi yun yung ibig sabihin ko na ano, na kapag nagkukuwento yung partner mo hindi ka nakikinig 'no. Hindi mo pinapakinggan kung bakit nasasaktan yung partner mo. You are not listening sa mga bagay na kinakasakit o kinasasama ng loob ng partner mo. Or sometimes naman, hindi lang ang relationship kasi is not just always listening, just to add up with their podcast session. Hindi laging about sa pakikinig kasi ang relationship. It's more about din sa ah, pagiging vocal. Yung ano yung nakakasakit, saan ka nasasaktan, bakit ka nagtatampo, bakit ka nagagalit. That is very important. Speaking and listening. That's why, 'di ba? We always we always say that communication is the key to build a better and a healthy relationship. But paano magiging communication ang key kung walang nagsasalita, walang nag-speak up, and walang nakikinig, 'di ba? Kung parehas kayong listener, then there will be no communication. Dapat every time that you listen, you're able to speak din, no? Let us not normalize the silent treatment. Although, alam natin yon na yung partner natin should be the one na kilalanin tayo. Alam kung bakit tayo tahimik, alam kung bakit tayo maingay. Pero minsan, hindi kahit gaano pa kayo katagal, may mga bagay na kailangan nyo talagang i-communicate at hindi yun makukuha ng silent treatment. Tatandaan natin, no? If your partner is very vocal or kung yung partner mo talagang listener siya, then you should be vocal to your partner. If your partner is able to make or to solve an issue by communication, then grab the opportunity to speak out what you are feeling, kung ano yung nararamdaman mo, no? That is applicable sa mga relationship na vocals, na healthy relationship. Pero meron kasi mga relationship na hindi nagiging healthy ang communication because of the inability to listen and to speak up. Sometimes there are relationship na yung lalaki or yung babae, they're just trying to open up what they are feeling, ano yung nararamdaman nila. Yung communication na yun o yung pag-o-open na yun, it turns into argument. No, may mga ganong relationship and I think ang solution dun based on my own experience, ah, hindi na yung silent treatment. That is my biggest mistake. Silent treatment. Hindi na siya silent treatment. But to ano, yun yung before communicating with your partner is pakalmahin niyo muna parehas yung mga sarili niyo. Kasi 'di ba kapag ah, parehas na mataas yung emotion niyo, parehas na mataas yung ihi ninyo, walang mangyayari, 'di ba? But kapag parehas na kayong parehas na kayong ah, kalmado, magiging peaceful yung utak niyo and you are able to absorb kung ano yung sasabihin nung partner mo. Pero nakakalungkot na minsan pati yung listening hindi niya nagwo-workout. Why? That's because may mga instances na, ah, partner, ah, not referring to specific person, may mga time na yung mga bagay na gusto mong baguhin sa partner mo or hindi naman gusto baguhin kaya nga kasi nga kaya nga minahal mo yung tao hindi dahil sa yung wala sa kanya. Kapag nagmahal ka ng tao dapat mahalin mo yung mga flaws niya. Pero 'no, to build a better relationship minsan may mga kailangang magbago. Kaya you speak up dun sa partner mo at, "Puwede bang ganito, gano'n?" 'Di ba? "Bakit ka nagtatampo?" And sasagutin ka ng partner mo na, "Kasi ganito, ganito, gano'n." And narinig mo na, narinig mo na kung bakit masama yung loob ng partner mo sa'yo and then hindi ka pa nagbago, hindi ka pa gumawa ng action, 'no? 'Yun yung mahirap sa napakaraming relationship na after maging vocal yung partner nila, walang changes, walang improvement sa kanilang behavior and that is very toxic, 'no? You're able to listen, but you are not able to adapt what you heard. You're able to listen, but you are not uh, absorbing what you have heard, 'di ba? And then, ah, may mga pagkakataon naman na ang relationship nagfe-fail kapag yung partner mo hindi, we're not talking with your partner. Kapag unrequited love, if I'm not mistaken, that's the term, unrequited love. Yung hindi balance yung treatment in your relationship. Isa lang yung nag-e-effort, isa lang yung nagpapakita ng attention, ng time. Ay ito, sabi ni Google, unrequited means not returned or reciprocated by another person. No, yung minsan kasi sabi nila kapag yung unrequited nangyayari lang yun kapag mayroon kang nagugustuhang tao, may nagugustuhan kang tao na hindi kayang ibalik yung nararamdaman mo, parang gano'n. But unrequited love sometimes happen dun na mismo sa relationship when, isa lang yung talagang nag-e-exert ng effort, 'no? Minsan napapaisip ka, may mga may mga tao na iba yung treatment nila sa partner nila at iba din yung treatment nila sa mga kaibigan nila. Minsan may mga tao na kayang mag-effort para sa mga friends nila, pero hindi kayang mag-effort sa mga partner nila and that's very painful for some, na bakit kapag kaibigan mo, kaya mo naman mag-commute, kapag kaibigan mo kahit anong oras kaya mong mag-hangout, kapag kaibigan mo kahit hating gabi nag-uusap kayo, bakit kapag yung kaibigan mong nag-chat, nagre-reply ka kaagad, pero bakit 'pag yung partner mo nahihirapan kang mag-reply, nahihirapan kang gumawa ng oras, bakit kapag yung partner mo nag-ask ng favor sa'yo hindi mo magawa? Pero kapag yung kaibigan mo ang nag-ask, palong-palo ka, 'di ba? Yan ito yung mga masakit para sa napakarami na na sana naging kaibigan mo na lang ako kung ganyan. Bakit bakit kapag kaibigan mong nag-ask ng favor, hindi ka tumatanggi? Pero kapag ako ang nag-ask ng favor, kapag yung partner mo ang nag-ask ng favor, ang dami mong dahilan, ang dami mong palusot, ang dami mong alibay, 'di ba? Hindi niyo ba naisip 'yun? Hindi niyo ba sinubukang, ah, tawag dito, i-judge, hindi naman i-judge na husgahan, i ano ba, i-evaluate or hindi ko makuha yung right term, pero yon more on that. Hindi niyo ba na-analyze na yung partner mo, they are nice to other people, while pagdating sa'yo, ni bare minimum hindi maibigay. That is the sad reality in a relationship. You cannot be good to other person while being a negative person to your partner. Hindi ka puwedeng maging mabuti sa iba while hindi naman gano'n yung pinapakita mo sa partner. Remember that ang partner mo dapat your partner mo is one of your closest friend. You must remember that in a relationship, 'di ba, hindi mo dapat tinuturing na kaaway yung partner mo. Kung meron kang isang kakampi sa buhay, so hindi siya white knights 'no. Kung meron kang kakampi sa buhay mo, that would be your partner. Your partner would be your biggest ano, company. Yung partner mo yung siya yung magiging isa sa mga kakampi mo balang araw. If you will treat him or her right. Ano, ikaw if you are experiencing these scenarios, this situation, yung partner mo hindi ka kayang gawin priority, yung partner mo pagdating sa'yo maraming dahilan, yung partner mo na kapag dating sa'yo ang hirap gawin pero para sa iba, kahit nakapikit, madali. Kaibigan, payo ko sa'yo, ikaw na yung umalis sa relationship na 'yan, 'no? Hindi naman sa tinuturuan ko kayo na maging, na, mag-give up easily, but this is to remind you that if your partner cannot do that thing to you, ikaw na yung gumawa para sa sarili mo. Kung yung partner mo hindi ka kayang unahin, then it's your time para unahin mo yung sarili mo. If you are listening this podcast, it is not too late for you to prioritize yourself, no? If that relationship became more toxic, became more toxic para sa'yo, then it's time to run from that relationship. Nasaktan ka na isang beses dyan sa relationship na yan. And when you have the opportunity to run from that relationship, do it. Pero do it in a nice way. Wag mo siyang i-ghost. Have a healthy breakup. And kapag mag-isa ka, just reminisce, but do not relapse. Wag mong balikan wag mong balikan yung mga memories na nasasaktan ka. And also, wag mong balikan yung taong nagparamdam sa'yo nun, 'no? When the time came na naayos mo na yung sarili mo, wag mo nang pabalikin yung taong sumira sa'yo. And if you are brave enough, kung talagang tanga ka, kung talagang mahal mo pa, kapag nabuo mo na yung sarili mo at gusto mong bumalik sa kanya, hindi ko kayo pinipigilan, kapag gusto mong bumalik sa kanya, just make sure na kapag bumalik ka sa kanya, you are firm enough para ipagtanggol mo yung sarili mo. Do not, wag mong gawing tanga yung sarili mo because of that person. Kapag gusto mo bumalik sa kanya, you're free to do that. But remember, susunod na magmamahal ka or susunod na bumalik ka sa kanya, magtira ka na para sa sarili mo. Wag mo nang ibigay lahat sa partner mo. Magtira ka na para sa sarili mo. Magtira ka na ng awa. Magtira ka na ng pagmamahal para sa partner mo. That is the least, para sa sarili mo. That is the least you can do to protect your peace of mind. Yan. So, to conclude and to end this episode, I just want to commend and give the credits sa mga naging inspiration ko sa episode na 'to. Kay Ma'am Dani Barreto ng Bear It All Podcast and kay Sir Will ng Will Talks. So, maraming salamat sa pakikinig and till our next episode. I don't have the exact date, but magiging often siguro twice a month if ever, no? So, sana ay nag-enjoy kayo dito sa episode natin, and if napatapos nyo 'to, leave a comment in the comment section dito sa Spotify or sa YouTube and, mention Bear It All Podcast and Phil Talks. Thank you and God bless.